friends, hello and welcome to MOC membership. As you have seen through the years, I have many times made a lot of videos about different diagrams. I have made a full analysis of them, how to use, which is the best practices and all the things. Now most of the material are available from the membership itself and it's easy accessible from there. Because first of all, the material is unique, and this is my main, let's say, actually educational teaching work from. I cannot say it work anymore because this is the thing that I'm really enjoying to do. Okay, and basically, is the knowledge that I have through the years, it really helps people to first of all work safely. Then the next thing is to avoid unnecessary problems, and the most important is to work in the environment which also working for you, so you do not become the slave of the machineries. Okay, that's why being a good engineer, not it's not only enough. Okay, so you should be as well, yes, good engineer, understanding, let's say, the basics of the things and the fundamental, and also to properly manage your time on board the vessel, so to give the attention to the things that actually require your attention to that specific point. Okay, and the most important thing is to monitoring things. With this approach, you will have your maintenance program field, you will have also the cash flow from the owners as well, which is very important in our case. And yes, that is also, yes, really appreciated, that you get your money not with the highest effort but with the lowest possible effort. Okay, because I have seen, yes, some people they're just there just for the paper. Okay, and it happens also in our profession. If you get the paper, you go there, but these people, yes, cannot really sustain the vessel. That's why the shipping requires also knowledge, requires also management, and also requires correct character to make the cake, let's say, and have a great voyage together. So today we'll see the lube oil transfer system. I think it is one of the easiest system, but we will see also the capabilities that this chart showing you. First of all, this diagram is not the best diagram that you can find. If I would create, let's say, diagrams, I will create it completely differently, with colors, with different identifications and all other things. So it will be much easier to understand. Not all of the diagrams are easy to understand. Some of them are disastrous. I believe, from my view of point, Koreans are done it much better than Japanese. Okay, maybe I have learned from the Koreans. That's why I have seen that, let's say, differently. But let's not stand on that, but let's continue to the main point. Okay, to the main point that we need to use these tanks, this system, in order to make, let's say, our life much easier. But before we start that, remember, I have a specific course for crude oil washing. It has everything about the crude oil and the crude oil washing. Also, the course is available on the channel, and also I have created different membership which have technical videos, a lot of videos with diagrams, a lot of videos with simulations when we run these systems together, one by one and step by step. So let's start from the beginning, how you should start, let's say, looking for a diagram. Okay, how you should start. First of all, you have to find a point of identity. Okay, the point of identity is the point that you are willing to start to searching your diagram. And the most important thing is to start to searching of basis of what thing you should do, let's say you're willing to do and you would like to do also, okay? So basically, just imagine an operation. We would like to fill the tank, which is, let's say, can be mostly, it will be the storage tank, okay, in our case. So how to fill, let's say, from port side is the left side of the vessel, starboard side is the right side of the vessel. So let's say from the port side, we would like to fill the storage cylinder oil tank number 2. So it has a specification name, it has specification of the volume. This one, we will talk about this one. So we have two different points that we can start. We can start from the port side flange here and the receiving valve, or we can start from the tank, from this filling valve, and going and search how the line is following, okay, and where it goes. This is one of the simplest, let's say, things that you are able to do in order to fill the tank. But one thing that you have to be careful, it is from the viewpoint if your line is connected, let's say, with other pipes. Here we can see it is not connected, so you can see this arc. There is no connection between them. So it just shows that the pipe is passing on top of it or down of it, and it continues further. So the only connection that we have is here, okay, where the pipe is connected and makes this transition. And then it goes up to this flange. So it is not the middle flange, it is this flange. And basically, if you go up there with the valve, you can see the stamp, you can see this label. All the valves have metallic labels with the numbers. And from here you can follow where it goes. It goes here, and you should see also where else it goes. It goes here. So before filling this tank, you should check that this valve is being closed, okay? What else you should check? You should check also that this valve is closed and this flange is closed in order to avoid sending oil to this side. And always, while you start, let's say, pumping the oil, you should send a person or yourself checking that nothing is flowing from that flange. But anyway, if you have the flange there, it should not flow, and where the valve is opened, there the liquid will go. The liquid always choose the easiest way to go. Just remember that. If we want to fill the diesel generator tank here, and we straight away it goes here, and this is our receiving from the port, and this is our receiving from the starboard side. So what else we can do? What else we can do? We can also, you can see, transfer oil from purifier back to the tank here again. But we have here a blank in order to prevent this happen. So you can use it also as a old oil storage, let's say, tank where it can settle. But here you can have dedicated tank, okay, for settling. So basically you can set your purifier here to the settling, settle it there. That means that by gravity it will separate the oil from any impurities, and then you can use it back again. It says normally close, and you can use it here from the spring-loaded valve back again to filling your generators. Maybe you can, let's say, purify it from the purifier. You can put it there, make the analysis, test it that the oil is fine, and put it back again. And meanwhile, you can replace, let's say, the oil with the new one. It depends, yes, what you're doing. But it's better, yes, to not throw that oil. Anyway, diesel generators are burning oil, so in that event, you are able to replenish. And also you are able to replenish, let's say, from this settling tank, small quantities, with the new oil of the engine here, putting small quantities, nothing will happen, okay? And with this way, you're saving a lot of money, okay? You're saving a lot of money for the owner. The proper waste management as well, it is really crucial for the companies if they're not doing that. But I'm sure that most of the companies does not making a proper waste management and proper management of the equipment as well. So there is a lot of energy wasted. There is a lot of missed opportunities, and also that adds up to the cost of the operation of the vessel at the end. So there is a lot of room of improvement, and basically through the material that I'm provided here, through the lessons that are able to be unlocked through the membership, it shows step by step with guidance how to reach that level. Another thing that we can see, that we have a filling pump. We have a filling pump here that we can, let's say, use. It can be manual, but in our case we can see that it receives air from compressor from 19 page. So basically this 19, it should be reflected here showing the page. So you're going there and you can see the air compressor system where it sends to our pump. So it is air pump which pumps the oil to the diesel generators. The most important thing is that when you're filling the oil, in case that the air is leaking through the piston and going to the system, so you will not trip your diesel generator. This is the only thing that comes to my mind. And it's better, yes, by filling by gravity mostly. I believe, yes, it should be a little bit higher. This is the most of the design of the vessels, but this one vessel, maybe it is a little bit different, okay? Or the location, it should be different. And also sometimes when we have cold conditions, the oil flows much more difficult. So it takes much more time to react. Also in the side glass, this is the side glass here that you can see. This is the indication of the side glass. It takes much more time. So filling your generators slowly and then see how the side glass react, close a little bit and then filling back again. This is our flexible hoses, which are in inlet and outlet. And also you can see here that it leads to another page to purification, lube oil purification feed pump, it's suction, purified, and then send it back here from the diesel generator lube oil purifier back to the system and back to the engine. What I propose to do is always purify the generator that it is standby. It is standing, okay, for 1-2 days, stop it, the oil settles down, everything, and then you can purify, you can take samples, you can check the quality, you can open the engine, let's say, to make your checks and all the things, and then when the other generators goes to stop, you change the purifier to that generator. It's not necessary to have a purifier on the generator that is running. From experience, I have seen that many times the purifier failing, it goes, let's say, leakage and all the things, and then you lose all your generator oil, and then your generator stops, the other probably will not start, and it will go to blackout. So only use your purifier for purification of the diesel generators for, let's say, a certain period. And also it's preferable 1-2 days, 3 days, that's enough. Don't leave the purifier for days and days and days running, as we have seen. This is really craziness. It does not create anything. You have clean engines, you have engines which you always replenish the oil, and I really do not understand why you should run a purifier continuously. It not makes sense. Another thing that we can see here, we have main lube oil storage, we have cylinder oil storage, and this is mostly for the two-stroke engines, these storage tanks. You can see that these storage tanks are quite, let's say, big. They're storage, they're settling tanks also. So there is available tanks also to do such things that we have also here with the diesel generators. So you can send oil from the purifier, you can purify the tank itself. As you can see, the settling tank, you can send it to purifier. And then you have different cylinder oil storage tank. So in the storage tank, you can have also different oils, different qualities of oils. It depends the loading conditions. It depends. Maybe you used, let's say, a oil previously, and now the maker sent another revision to use another oil, so that oil remain there. But basically, you can burn that oil. Okay, we know that even you have, let's say, 20,000 cubes, nothing dramatically will change. Okay, it's not big deal. The change of the oil. You see the chief engineers are flying, no, put that oil, we will destroy the engine and all the things. Okay, relax, take it easy, we will not destroy, there's oil. If you do not put any oil, this is the point that then you destroy the engine. Okay, so you can do a lot of things. You can do transferring from one tank to another. And you can see also your main lube oil tank. Okay, main lube oil tank. You can drain also the stern tube here, and then you're able, what you're able to do, you're able to purify it also, or not. Let me see, you're able to purify it. It goes to lube oil purifier feed pump. If it goes here, no, it cannot go here because it has a non-return. Okay, it has a non-return. So basically what you can do, you can transfer the drain oil, you can transfer it here on the generator lube oil, let's say tank. Then you can purify it also if you like. Yes, you can do a lot of things. And also the last thing, yes, you can transfer from here to the waste oil tank, and then from turbine oil sumps, from stuffing box drain. So basically you can transfer from the generator directly and then to the waste oil tank, whatever you like. You can throw it, you can store it. To stern tube lube oil pump. Let's see. You can see here that, let me see. Okay, it goes from here to main lube oil purifier feed pump. Okay, it goes to purifier, circulating and going back again. But here, okay, it flows to stern tube lube oil pump. So basically you can feel you have the main, most of the vessels has the same oil for the stern tube as the main engine. So it makes very easy to drag some oil and fill it, let's say, to the stern tube directly. And it's really important to know where the valves are located in order, okay, you have some problem, okay, you see the level of the stern tube is falling down. You have to fill some oil inside. You need to know where the valves are located and think about different scenarios, what can happen, and what is the actions we need to take, which valves to close, which valves to open. We need to find them, identify, and know where they are located. And these tanks are most probably for storage small quantities near the generator in order to fill, let's say, some oil for different machineries or for generator themselves. And this is basically, yes, a transferring purification system. It's very simple. You can do it even much more simpler if you are able, let's say, to work on that but it fully depends from the yard. The more easier it's done, the more easier it is to identify the labels, the tanks, the positions, the better design, the much better the vessel will be operated, the much easier the operations will be. So time saves on the operation, it is money adds and better maintenance, better environment to work, less pressure on the seafarers, and better results and efficiency, and the end, happy owner, happy seafarers. Thank you very much for this video. Don't forget to join the MOC Talks, my new channel. Don't forget to join one of the memberships, because this material that I have created on this channel and all the other materials are really, really unique and will help you to boost the knowledge that actually you need. Thank you very much, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Bye bye.